Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a Zionist. I'm a semi-anti-Semitic Zionist, but they fucked up a lot of shit. Like, they need to clean up their ashes.
Ricky, stop the bullshit. Like, come on. Like, you and I both categorically admitted when this shit broke out, you know, people who have certain grievances are always on off-kilter centered, yet they're right in this particular situation.
Yes. No,
right.
That's true. So
let's just agree on that. You know what I mean?
We can agree on that. And that's why I'm still a Zionist. I still agree if somebody paraglides with a bunch of fucking camels into your town or city or country and kills a bunch of people, you get to eradicate them from that piece of land. And that's why I've always promoted a very gentle, soft ethnic cleansing of the Gaza Strip and many other places. I've always promoted a gentle ethnic cleansing because there's no real other option except in this last week where Trump provided the ultimate option. We turned it into, and I'm not even joking, we turned it into a beach community. We developed Gaza, and we maybe, you know, we have to get these people out of there, or I should say the Israelis have to get these people out of there.
Clown on Saturday, I promise you that. And guess who we ethnically cleanse? We ethnically cleanse the kikes from the north. Look at northern Israel. None of the kikes are coming back home. What the fuck, you guys? What is wrong with you guys? You guys think you're only dealing with the Palestinians? You're dealing with 400 million Arabs. You're dealing with...
No, we're not. Obviously, they don't want to take them in.
Every kike out of the Middle East. I promise you this.
That's fine.
10 years. 10 years we're going to ethnically cleanse every one of these motherfuckers.
I don't know. You're playing lax vision.
The Islamists are in Syria. We got Turkey. We're going to do Nagorno-Karabakh 2.0. Give it 10 years.
Yeah, but you never do anything.
Well, just give it time, bro. It takes us a while. It takes us a while.
Shout out to the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. Thank you very much. Money well spent. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not
money well spent. Great money well spent. Generational wealth well spent. Thank you. Happy to contribute. Happy to contribute. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
330 billion for kikes. Why?
But these kikes,
we'd be colonizing Titan right now with 330 billion.
This is crazy.
330
you can't even colonize Gaza. What do you...
This is crazy.
You can't even colonize Gaza. I don't understand. I really don't understand.
What is there to understand? $330 billion American dollars.
Oh, what is it to understand?
We would be on Titan.
Palestine is an idea. It's not a country. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's a horrible idea.
You're part of the problem.
A horrible idea. Reward terrorists. Reward terrorists. Reward terrorists. Thank you.
Institutions.
Thank you. Mental institution. What the fuck are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Do you know how much...
Quickly fit your narrative. Quickly fit your narrative.
Since
again, come into my back channels, bro. Yeah, you definitely would not be saying homo bullshit. Homo bullshit. Again, my back channels keeps up with the Kardashians in ways that your limb dick would not. So again, at the end of the fucking day, thank you. Mad.
Sneezes, shit comes in his pants. Like, give me a fucking break.
Hey, every time you sneeze, a freaking undoing loud comes down your throat, bitch.
We would cure your asshole.
What does your profile mean? It looks... Cynical.
So, Alyssa, you answer me. Were there complications with that heart transplant, or do you have any details?
I don't know the details. I only knew him years ago when I joined, and then a few years later we caught up, and he was fine and healthy, but I wouldn't trust anybody that got a Pfizer product in them, you know, especially with somebody that had, you know, was susceptible to, if he got COVID, you know, anyone got COVID in their life has scars all over their heart, and some more than others, and who knows? I wasn't told any details, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got COVID 3 times.
Thank you.
It's crazy. And actually, my cholesterol level is like the highest that it's ever been. Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah, it's like slowly killing us. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I never got sick in my life, and then I got COVID, and I got my whole mouth swelled up with fever blisters. I lost 30 pounds. This was like a 2-week period. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. Then I got a chest infection that lasted for 3 months, and then I got a stomach that lasted a week
That's
and a
what
half.
my friend Teresa, the comedian, just died from. Teresa Westbrook, a few weeks ago, just died. She was in California, but from Philly. She was 5 years younger than me and got a chest infection.
Yeah.
And it lasted for a long time. And all of a sudden, she was...
I never had one thing, not one incident like that.
She was
in 40
perfectly
years.
healthy, as far as I know.
I like that he's trying to get that mid-range.
No,
package.
Ricky, it's fucked up. I caught COVID 3 times. Literally 3 fucking times. Like, it's crazy.
That sucks.
I didn't.
It's
I
not-
just
it's no
got
joke.
2 lethal shots, and how did I know that was gonna happen? You just go away if that's what you're here for, okay? And it's not cool to make fun of people's whatever, you know. I got 2. I finally looked them up because I had all these funky side effects, and they were also expired. Expired saline is just bad itself, and I can't imagine what.
I got the Pfizer.
And I was in the targeted area.
Yeah, I got Johnson & Johnson.
I never caught it. I was fine.
Yeah, I never caught it either, but I don't attribute that to getting those 2 shots in the
Yeah, I got Johnson & Johnson and literally caught COVID 3 times after that. 3 times.
Well, it wasn't to prevent you from catching it.
Oh, that's what they said. That's literally what they
To
said.
prevent you from dying from it.
No, that's literally what they said.
Okay, well then I heard something else. But I did wear my mask though.
Mon, you forget that my cousin is literally serving in Senate right now?
I had to wear Jesus Adams. You just want to talk over everyone. Let me go on.
I love you, Mon.
I had to go to work.
Music.
Then just have a conversation with
I
me.
am. I'm speaking right now.
Except you're not engaging in a conversation.
Okay, so I'm gonna meet up, and I see Jim walk in the room. He can deal with this. Look, Jim doesn't even want to speak to you. Go see if La Tzu wants to speak to you.
Just amazing. You're amazing.
Is this another one of those low IQ dumb people rooms where you guys talk about nothing and waste your time?
You can tell this brother has no intellect. But Donald, just listen to what I have to say, and you'll be fine, brother. So, like I said before, I know you had meaningful connections in your life that you experienced, but obviously you act like you don't. Obviously you hate God in some type of way for no apparent reason.
Hello, is this one of those low IQ dumb rooms where people waste their time and talk about nothing?
Yes.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. Thanks, Donald.
Hey, when I speak, you people shut the fuck up.
Thanks for confirming that, now.
I know you brothers have spiritual comments. I know you brothers have spirituality and comments that you receive meaningful connections in your life that help you present your life from going from fuck ups to now. Maybe if you just hate God or the problem is evil, it's just so bad to you that you have some things going on in life that you don't understand. And maybe you should just pray, have faith, and then you'll achieve your life to get where you need to be. But
Have you ever met an atheist who never prayed?
like I said before, Donna, if you want to succeed,
It's kind of a yes or no thing.
Donna,
So,
if you want to succeed, Donna, if you want to.
Life having been brought to this planet by panspermia. And my conclusion, which Carl Sagan approved of, was that our sun is an acceptor star, and that other stars are donor stars for panspermia. And I never published it. It wouldn't be publishable today because there's many things wrong with it. But I am a fan of panspermia because it doesn't mean that. All it means is life was created elsewhere, and but I don't think you need to have that happen. I think it's perfectly happy to have it happen here, and I think one day we may discover exactly how that happened and how it's likely. But let me say something to you about this scale of the universe business, okay? So I have something that I wanted to say about that. So the universe is very big, and you say vast, right? And you know that it's billions of light years, and observably speaking, 46 billion light years in radius. But the interesting thing is that if you do it in powers of 10, from a certain starting number, which I'm unfortunately able to not say what that number is because I have to do some double checking. Let's say that we start with the distance between the Earth and the Moon as being 1, and then we may increase that by factors of 10. I know. So in my classroom, what I did is I took a piece of rope and marked it in 16 spots, 16 spaces. And I played it out.
Probably drives a Tesla.
Fuck no.
Ford F-150, Bubba.
No.
He
You're from
drives,
Sweden.
Lexus or
Nah, if he's smart, he's either driving a Toyota or.
Toyota. Yeah, Toyota.
Are we closer to Toyota?
BMW.
No. This is
He's a Dodge Ram. He's a Ram 1500.
no. This brand of car. A lot of people like say it's a shitty brand, but it's. I don't know. I don't think it is.
Volkswagen.
No.
Scion. That's a brand of a car.
Scion is a Toyota.
I don't think they necessarily. I mean, I guess people do shit on them.
People do shit on it. I don't know why, but they do. But
What's
it's
the
not.
brand?
It's a
It's not
Kia.
your car specifically.
It's a
Andrew.
Kia
It's like,
that had a glow up.
Oh, Kia. Yeah, Kia and
Yeah,
Hyundai are the worst
ew.
brands.
No, that's still not.
You know what is
They're Korean, bro.
Kia, we said you better walk.
You know what's Kia?
I know, but you don't feel like me, right?
There's only one God.
I know, but you don't feel like me, right? Right?
There's only one true God.
And I'm telling him to
What's
drink
his
some
name?
Coke. Bob. Exactly.
Look, I sound like
Don't make a
Armando now.
mistake, nigga. Don't make a mistake. What is his name?
There's only one true God, and you're stupid to ask me that question again.
Demon. I said utter his
You are
name.
stupid to ask me that question again.
Hold on, are you?
You think God's name is Jesus, don't you?
I know his name is Jesus.
And he created intelligent life everywhere, and then made it impossible for us to know it. I think that's the joke that the universe has played on us.
Paradox.
No, not paradox. Joke. In other words, life is prevalent. Intelligent life forms from time to time. The distance between civilizations is sufficiently large that they don't communicate with each other, and therefore unknowable. And so we have these disparate civilizations that can never know each other. And I mean, I'm on my way out in terms of life. I'm dying in the next 10 years statistically, and so I'm just sort of taking the universe with me. I'm saying is we will never know if there's aliens. You see, I like to think of it that way rather than I'll die and then they'll discover the aliens. You know.
Didn't you see the Democratic National Committee? I'm pretty sure these Democrats are the aliens these people are speculating exist.
What do you mean by that?
I think you said something quite interesting there. Not only is the universe large, so we're separated by immense distances, but we're also separated from these other intelligent civilizations in time.
Haven't you heard people heard of books?
So the combination of space and time makes it very difficult. You know, we've been around, almost, 4.5 billion years. And the time that we've had intelligent life on the planet is a thin slice of that.
Well, intelligent, but you measure by the creation of radio. So it's only, it's on the order of magnitude of 10 to the second years. And other civilizations may exist for 10 to the 6th years. But if they exist for 10 to the second years as well, then the chances of them existing at the same time that we exist is kind of slim, even if they're all over the place.
Right, exactly. So the combination of the immense distances and the separation in time.
Hi, Janet.
Hi.
This is John. How are you doing?
How are you? I'm good. What's up?
Nothing. I'm just relaxing here at home. What is Fox News saying?
They released that prisoner in Russia. Remember that one? I don't know. Do you follow Fox News?
Yeah, I saw the news.
Yeah, it was kind of emotional. They released that prisoner and he did that speech. I was like, oh my God, I want to cry.
Yeah, I don't know. Supposedly somebody else is being released tomorrow, Trump said.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, like, ever since Trump got elected, I can't stop watching the news.
You're just addicted to it.
Yeah, I am addicted.
It's the dopamine.
What's going on? What are you up to? Like, what do you do? Like, what are you all about? I saw your pictures and you're cute.
Thanks. You're cute too. I don't have any kids, I just I work and I stay busy and I'm a, happy person.
So are you on a dating app? Like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of a random question.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking for love, that's about it.
Right places. Looking for love, huh? Gotcha.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
I don't know. I mean, if there is love, it would be great. But, I mean, I'm not, like, focused on, like, like I have to meet somebody, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, like, I'm not a big dating app kind of person, but I'll kind of look at it when I'm bored.
Yeah.
But I just like realized lately, like there's just not a. It sucks. It kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, you know, you're not a 25-year-old who just graduated college, working downtown in River North, dating, looking to start a family. You already have kids.
Yeah.
You're 45, so like, what's your reverse engineer? Like, where do you want to be? Like, what's your ideal, you know, solution?
Oh, I don't know. Like, yeah, you know what? Like, I realized, God damn, like, what did time fly? Like, I still feel really young. Like, I know, like, I feel like I can't believe I'm like 45 because physically I feel super. I mean, I am young. I really like emotionally I'm young, mentally I'm young. So sometimes I wonder when did I turn 45? When did this happen? But you know, I used to live in downtown too, and I did all that. But I guess I'm kind of over it. Kind of over like going out too much and you know like hanging out at the bars and you know.
Well, you're 45. I mean, you have kids. Like, why would you waste your time? You know.
I wouldn't say wasting my time. It's just that my interests are different because I'm older. You know, I'd rather just kind of stay at home and like cook a dinner and like watch a movie and then like you know go out to dinner and like have maybe a cocktail or whatever. But the whole party thing is kind of
Yeah.
So yeah, I just happened to see your Bumble, and I honestly have to say I have not given my phone number up as easily, but I don't know, it seemed a little special.
It's the MAGA in me.
It's the what?
It's the MAGA in me.
Oh my god. Are you Jewish?
Patrilineally.
What?
Patrilineally.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You look Jewish.
Oh, I do?
You actually look like one of my ex-boyfriends. I was like, oh my god. I mean, there's obviously like, there's certain, like, you are kind of like my taste. You know, like I was like, yeah, I do have like a look that I'm looking for. It's the same kind of look.
Really?
Yeah.
But isn't that like fucking the same person over and over again?
No. Oh god, no. Fuck no. No. I hope not.
Well, you know, I mean, who do I remind you of though?
Okay, so I have this like certain look that whenever I'm like looking for a guy that I'm physically attracted to, it's just always this certain kind of look. They have that certain strong nose. They have that kind of strong prominent lips. And then they're kind of dark haired, like really short haired. Yeah, no, it's just like you look like one of my exes. It's like all the kind of things I usually go for. How about you? What is your dating situation like?
I'm single, you know. I mean, just, you know, first come, first serve.
First come, first serve? That's what I say. First come, first serve. I just said that yesterday.
FIFO, LIFO.
Uh-huh. So are you dating? Have you been dating a lot or what?
No, I mean, you know, when it's cold out, like you got to be very picky, choosy based on, you know, scheduling, and I hate sitting in traffic, so, you know, I try to be strategic, and I'm not like looking to, you know, start a new career driving around town.
Where do you live?
I live in north side of Chicago, like Jefferson Park.
Okay.
Northwest side. What about you?
Northbrook.
Oh. I used to go to the mall there all the time when I was a kid. AMC Theater. 1-800-MOVIE phone.
You're a character.
How many kids do you have?
2.
Oh, wow.
They don't live with me.
They don't live with you?
Nope.
Why don't your kids live with you?
Because they're older, then they're grown up. I'm an empty nester.
How old are they?
22 and 25.
Oh, wow. You had kids when you were 20, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That must be nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of bored. You know, they're out and they have their life of their own, and like, I'm bored. I mean, I did a little date. I was in a kind of a relationship like we broke up last month. We had like a exclusive relationship when he was in Chicago, but his job moved out to Fort Lauderdale.
Mm.
So we tried to maintain a long distance relationship. It's kind of off and on, and then this past 3 weeks ago, I think maybe a little over 3 weeks ago, I went over to Fort Lauderdale, and we were supposed to hang out because we did hang out for Thanksgiving, and then we were gonna spend more time together at like end of January, and then because he was working the inauguration in DC.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching his dog, and then I was like cleaning his bathroom. I happened to find a box of condoms or some condoms in his kitchen cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening to me?
What, you got angry over the fact he had condoms in his house?
No, it wasn't that he had condoms. It's because when we last broke up in Chicago, he didn't have to use condoms because they were explosive. But then when we went to Florida, we kind of had an on and off kind of thing. We had maybe about a month and 6 weeks where we didn't really keep in touch because we ended up having a little bit of an argument. But after that, we got back together. So when I saw the condoms, I'm like, wait a minute. I remained loyal the whole time because I didn't want to be with anybody else. But I assumed that he was doing the same thing, but it didn't feel good that I saw the condom. It just didn't feel good. Yeah, he had 6 weeks. He has 6 weeks to himself, but you know, I didn't think that he would do to that. Like I would think that he would remain loyal to me because eventually, I was eventually going to go out to Fort Lauderdale and live with him.
Oh wow, that must have been pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah, because, he was like, let's move in together, so I could house all of my furniture, and I'll just have to, just move everything there, and I was already devoted, so when I saw that, I was like, holy shit. So, yeah, that's when everything kind of, I broke up. I broke up with him. I still invited him. John? Are you okay? You're such an ass. Are you sleeping?
No, I'm like laughing over here, kind of.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I try not to talk about like former relationships, because
neither do I, but you kind of have to explain why you're single, because some guys want to know why you're single.
It's not like a job interview, where you're looking for a job and somebody's like, why do you want to work here?
No, it's not, but don't you, isn't that kind of something that you want to know? Like, why the girl you're talking to is single?
No.
I mean, what if something's wrong with her?
No, I just accept if somebody is presenting themselves as single, I just accept it as they're single now. But I mean, imagine if you were to write me an essay on like every relationship you've ever been in.
No, I'm not writing an essay. And I'd be curious to know why you're single. I mean, it's something that I kind of wonder. Like, have you been single for 10 years? So what's wrong with you? You know,
No.
it's a problem if you've been single for 10 years, but, or, you know, or have you been single for just a week and you're not emotionally, like, stable right now?
No, I mean, I've been single for, you know, years basically, but I mean,
You sound really hot. You do. It's the way you talk.
well, you know, I've been told I have a radio personality because I'm bald.
No, you do have a very, like, special kind of personality. Like, it's very catchy.
Catchy.
Yeah, it's very, you're kind of semi-sarcastic a little bit. I love it. You're condescending somewhat, which is good. It's fine.
So what's Fox News saying now?
What's what?
What's Fox News telling you now?
I'm not watching Fox News. I'm watching Mirrored at First Sight.
Oh.
I mean, I've watched Fox News all day. I don't want to. It's the same shit over and over again, but I do like Jesse Waters, though. I love him. He's fun as hell. You don't watch Fox News, you know. Are you sleeping?
I'm getting tired.
Okay, go to bed.
All right, Janet. Well, sweet dreams, and have a lovely day tomorrow, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. She's a 45-year-old. If somebody has like grainy ass photos in 2025, they're a catfish.
Explain that, like there's actually like, and also lensing, like they find like distributions of like, you know, dark matter. So I have seen those.
Right. The lensing doesn't work with modified.
You live in the same neighborhood, so you probably was at the house.
Yeah, no, I definitely was. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? No, I definitely was. And again, I left.
Dr. Baby
before
Auto
midnight.
over here.
Thank you.
I'm going to call you Dr. Baby.
Yep. Absolutely. Anything else? Yeah, run, coward. I mean, you know, Matt, you know, shout out to Elon's, you know, first set of kids that grew up in Laguna Beach, same place that I did. So, you know, it is what it is, right? People want to control their own fucking narrative.
My aunt just moved here from Laguna Beach. She moved there like decades and decades ago, but her husband and everybody is dying off because she's my dad's older sister. So she moved here, and it's ridiculously cold and boring. So kudos to Laguna Beach.
I am so confused.
Except for fires. Be careful of the fires. Don't let leaves on your top of your house.
Just realized there's two Lisas here. Lisa, the other one want to speak? What do you got? Ice cream cones in your PTR?
Oh, it's an echo mic. It's an echo.
Oh, echo mic.
Yeah, and I at this point I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
That's fair.
Hey, you know, Matt, I actually drove down Sunset, and yeah, no, it was crazy. Like the National Guard is literally blocking Sunset. Like it's crazy.
Just that's still going on. I don't even know where we are at that point. So there's the National Guard still there?
Yep.
Oh shit. Hmm.
So funny, man. Like, you know, the narrative is so funny until it's not, right?
There's this four note.
Hey, Matt, have you ever seen the movie Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. All of that music that was actually composed on that piano, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, that actually burned down in the last fire. So funny that people don't want to have a conversation about that, especially with the woke, you know, leftists, as far as, you know, the black neighborhood that burned down at Altadena, where, you know, said loss took place. It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so the common, okay, so to break it down, the common belief among like the layman is that the universe is composed of particles. But quantum field theory doesn't really show that because particles are actually waves in different types of fields, and that goes for all types of particles. The ones that we're made of, we're just waves in a field, if that makes sense. Are you following what I'm saying?
No, but that's what I want you to explain more carefully. I've heard what you said. I have heard that before, but my little brain has not gone deeper than what you've just said. So I want you to go deeper into what you've just said. Particles don't exist. Everything is, and you went into fields. Okay, do that. Say it. Okay. You disappeared, so I'm hoping you'll come back. You see, the thing about quantum field theory, the mathematics that I studied was quantum mechanics. Okay, quantum mechanics, Schrödinger's equation, and that. I have never gone down the rabbit hole of quantum. Well, any of those more advanced quantum theories, quantum electrodynamics, quantum field theory, the string theory. I've never done.
Yes, sir. I apologize. All I'm saying is that there are many mathematical problems with saying that quantum fields are underlying objects. The other issue that I didn't reference is spontaneous symmetry breaking. So it seems like in many ways field and particle interpretations would either have to stand together or fall together because they're both just mathematical representations. So the whole point there is just to say that physics sort of lacks a coherent account of fundamental issues, like the definition of objects, and it's not at all clear what a particle or field even is. Quantum field theory doesn't really tell us what substance quantum fields are. We only get an understanding of the, structures, relations, properties. Essentially what we have is nothing concrete or reference to an object or substance that's underlying. And also quantum field theory works without any relation to a fundamental substance that gives rise to fields and particles. So that can be a problem for saying that everything just reduces to quantum fields, because quantum fields don't appear to be anything concrete. And this ties into the more philosophical side about make an identity claim about what could be this concrete underlying nature that produces this emergence that supports the argument. And that's where you get into the philosophy that establishes the existence of God, sir. And this is all through science.
So let me just ask a question. First, I want to ask you your background. Okay, are you formally educated?
Yes, I'm in a master's program for philosophy right now at NYU.
And have you studied, what is your formal education in physics?
I was going to minor in physics, but I switched to music. But I've taken a couple physics undergrad courses. But most of my knowledge of physics is self-taught. I have a high interest in physics and math.
Okay, so for example, have you studied the physics? Are you, for example, do you know partial differential equations?
Yes, I did DIPE, and I'm good at differential equation, actually. I have a verbal IQ of 179. I listen to classical music on a daily basis, sir. I'm gifted.
I'm hearing that.
I just got done listening to Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. You should listen to it, sir. The second movement is the best. It holds
He's gifted. He likes music. This kid is gifted.
I love
Rabbi Devontae,
from time to
the
time,
bull rider.
You know, they sound like you. Okay, they talk as fast as you, and you know, and they are self-declared geniuses. And you know, and I respect that highly, and so I'm fascinated. Right, but I'm also, you know, trying to pin you to so for example, so now I understand. I believe that what you're saying is based upon a really accurate understanding and profound understanding of the subject matter that you're talking about, because there are people who come to this room who sound just like you, don't talk as fast, and are completely spouting worthless stuff, you know? And it's somewhat hard to tell the difference when I don't know the stuff to begin with, you know? So I would like to discuss with you, just for a split second here, the idea of emergent phenomena, because I would like you to tell us. See, the idea of emergence is really interesting, but I can't speak to it very well because my verbal skills are somewhat limited. And so if you could explain...
Yeah, I could explain to you emergence, yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea with most of it... Yeah, go ahead.
Bring it up in the context of God as a, if you will, as a prime mover, okay?
Well, hold on, just to clarify that, that's the easy part. So the idea is that if the universe is emergent, then it's emergent from a mind. That mind would be God. God is just going to be this universal mind. So the argument would just be, if the universe is emergent, then it's emergent from a mind. The universe is emergent, therefore it's emergent from a mind. We can go through each of those premises and establish it, but first I'll explain to you what emergence is. So the idea is that the universe has different gradations. So if you could zoom down and you could become like Ant-Man at a really small level.
You just went off mic. You just went off mic.
His mic is muted.
Sorry, yeah, that's my fault. Basically, the idea is that the universe has different gradations. So like I said, if you were to go down to a really small level like Ant-Man and you could perceive it somehow, the idea is that the predicates that you would need to describe what there is going to be referencing a narrow range of properties that is going to be itself indexed to the language you're using, which is the predicate. So basically what I'm saying is on these very different gradations in which the universe emerges, there's going to be narrow ranges of predicates that apply to the properties that you have access to on those different gradations. And there's no way...
What's the word predicate mean in your sentence? I don't understand it.
What is a predicate? Is that what you're asking?
No, what does the word predicate mean in the context you're using it?
So predicate there is just going to be referring to predication, which is separate from identification. Predication is a non-transitive relation, so it only goes one way. So let's say like Peter is a human and Bob is a human. That's predication because those two propositions can't be transitive. Because if they were transitive, then it would follow that if Peter is a human and Bob is a human, then Peter is Bob. So that's why you're predicating, and you're not identifying there, because to identify those two propositions would imply that there's going to be a transitive relation between the two, which obviously there can't be.
Okay,
so that's what predication is.
That language that you're speaking is a language of logic. Is that right?
Yes, I'm talking about formal law.
Okay, so so one of the things that I've recently learned is how little I know about the language of formal logic. There's this book that I just was reading recently. It's called How to Invent Everything. And in that book, it discusses formal logic, and it's on a couple of pages. And in a couple of pages, I learned how much I don't know about logic. And I thought I knew a little. I realize now I don't know anything. And you're using an entire field of speech that I cannot understand, much less you're using it to describe emergence. And it's literally can you refrain from using any of the terms of logic?
Basically, just the idea with the predicate, it's just going to be the predicate is just going to be the concept that's going to be attached to the language you're using to understand any given thing. That's all I'm saying. So basically, if you were to zoom down to a really small level, like on the particle level, and you were somehow able to perceive in principle, you would have a certain types of predicates, meaning concepts attached to the language you're using to describe that type of phenomena. Theories of emergence say that there's different gradations where there's strict predicates, strict concepts that are associated. Well, I'm explaining to you what the predicate is. It's the concept associated with the language. So theories of emergence say there's different gradations or levels to the universe where there's strict sets of concepts that apply to language that we use to describe the phenomena at each level. And the phenomena at that level can't be defined in terms of concepts on the other levels. That's how the theory of it. So there's autonomy. There's autonomy on each level or gradation of the universe, conceptually speaking. That's what emergence theories hold to.
Okay, I am completely in awe of your ability to talk about this stuff, but I didn't understand a thing you said.
Sir, Carl Sagan would have understood me, sir.
I'm not saying that you. Well, Carl Sagan may or may not. He never spoke at a level that could not be understood. He may have understood what you said, but he was the great communicator, and so anyway, so thank you very much for your input tonight, and if you don't mind, I would like to move on to Arvind next, and thank you very much. And Shlomo, unless you're next. Shlomo, do you want to go next? Or is Arvind?
Okay. I'm sorry, the phone. Now I'm at 20%. Anyway, it's amazing things that our brain can conceive or understand and maybe not understand. I don't know what percentage of even the greatest geniuses, Einstein or Sagan or others, have been able to assess. But it's a small percentage of the possible ability of the human mind in the future. So here's my question. It's a question that means a comment. What I read this week, and I'm going to send you an email with all this information. It's about mathematics and astronomy, and is that that all matter in the universe, visible matter, right, not dark matter or black holes, all visible matter is 600 cubic light years. You might have to explain what 600 cubic light years is. I know the distance from here in light years to Alpha